Let me tell you about an indie game called Light's Journey Within. It's a game about a wisp navigating through a dark, vicious world trying to bring back the light. Light is everything in this game, your health, vision, and energy. So get ready as you'll be racing against time and making harsh survival decisions in order to save the world. So come with me and let's trace the light back to its origin. It began as a game jam project. Our first idea was to build a spiral maze where the goal was to reach the center. But it seemed way too easy, so we decided to limit what you can see to only a small area around you. We thought about the main character and came up with a cool idea. What if our character was a wisp, whose light slowly fading, making its vision smaller over time? Now the players had to rush to the center before their lights ran out. To balance out the game, we added little bits of fragment collectibles that would slightly increase your vision again. And to make things even more exciting, we added creepy spiders that would chase any light they saw. This is where the first tough decision came in. Should you use your light to protect yourself from a spider attack, or try to avoid it and save energy? Sadly, this prototype had some bugs and didn't show the main idea perfectly. Nonetheless, I recognized its potential and remained determined not to abandon it. At some point, I became obsessed with video games reflecting our personalities. Playing games like Don't Starve, I noticed distinct playstyles among my friends, mirroring our real-life tendencies. Just as I would get obsessed with tasks and neglect my basic needs, I also enjoyed games that made me question my choices, like Hollow Knight and Undertale. This inspired me to explore self-discovery through impactful decisions in a survival world. In this new game, we added neutral characters. Small, onion-looking wisps that move around and try to keep their light by absorbing small fragments. Now on the other side, we have an aggressive gobbler who can survive by hunting other wisps. Now, in the middle of it all, there's you, a wisp who is left with the moral choice to either absorb fragments and restore a small amount of energy, or to consume other wisps and to restore an abundant energy amount. Now normally people would choose the most efficient way to progress into the game, but here we introduce a very interesting karma mechanic called the Metamorphosis. If a player acts aggressively, the character transitions to a corrupted wisp. Yet if the player plays peacefully, then the character reaches its pure light form. Both paths have their benefits. Aggression improves attack abilities, while peaceful play reduces energy consumption. So Metamorphosis is just a visual feedback, making players question their decisions. During the run, players may notice neutral characters collapsing. At that moment, if a player provides enough energy, then a neutral character becomes a follower, providing extra light and protection. Players can also invest their energy to unlock special locations, which serve as healing checkpoints. This encourages players to strategize their energy usage better. As I mentioned before, all actions in this game are rewarded, which comes down to abilities as well. The more you use a particular ability, the more proficient you become. Essentially, there's an underlying leveling up system that lets players focus on their preferred playstyle. However, some abilities cost energy, so players still have to think whether it's a good idea to perform them. Alongside the absorb and emit abilities, players can utilize a dash ability to escape or chase other creatures. The last two abilities are connected to combat: a whip attack, which consumes less energy but has limited range, and a high damaged ranged attack, which requires a lot of energy. Up to this point, we talked about moral decisions and characters, but we haven't covered up the goal and lore. Things might get a little crazy here, but bear with me. In our pursuit of creating a self-learning experience for challenging decisions, we chose to metaphorically represent our world as the inner human psyche. Our one simple maze evolved into a semi-open world encircled by 4 distinct biomes: the Whale of Sadness, Furious Forest, Infested Woods, and the Graveyard of Broken Dreams. To progress, the player must visit all biomes and collect corrupted orbs from special shrines. As these orbs accumulate, a luminous path gradually emerges, guiding players towards the heart of the world, the maze itself. Upon crossing the final threshold, players light up the central altar and break the cycle of suffering by restoring light to the world. So Light Journey Within is a story about facing tough times in life and finding a way to make things better instead of staying in the dark. It took us half a year to finish the game and present it as part of our college bachelor's graduation project. What an incredible journey it was, crafting a passion project side by side with your friends. It's been 3 years now, and I still yearn for that sense of friendship and freedom. Back then we were just junior developers, but the project bestowed upon us some valuable lessons in game development that I'm willing to share with you right now. Whatever you do, stay committed to the main mechanic. All other features should only strengthen it. A small, functional game is better than any overly ambitious but unplayable prototype. Then, be involved in everyone's creative process, as this will allow everyone to be on the same page and see the project as a whole better. Don't forget to test as many ideas with quick prototypes to avoid investing too much time in features that may not work in the end. Finally, keep clarity in level design. It's not just about making things pretty, it should serve a goal. Last thing you want to do is to get your players distracted or find themselves lost. There you have it, folks, Light Journey Within. I hope that this experience has enlightened and motivated you to start your own personal game development journey, because I'll be looking forward to reading all of your ideas, thoughts and stories down in the comments below. And guys, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Until next time, let me know if I should further develop this idea, and I guess I'll see you in the next video, so see ya!